Well, we're parents not only to the children, but to the staff as well. And we're always here. We live on the grounds 24/7, and if they have problems, they come up to the office. Usually Mother Superior here is the one that will
yes, we have kids all over the world, luckily. I have one young man from New Zealand who has been with us for maybe 5 or 6 years, and he writes to his American mom because it's a wonderful place to be. It's very much a family atmosphere, and that's the way we want it. That's what we've worked to find.
We have 3 children that are all involved in the camping operation, and this past fall we were actually nominated as one of the outstanding small businesses in the state of Connecticut, Ebner Camps Incorporated.
I was just fortunate, or whether his father said, go and find a nurse full-time.
Camps always need a nurse.
Yeah, camps always need a nurse. But Buzz and I met in high school and married after we both got out of college, and have always felt that our greatest joy would be if our children wanted to be in this, and it has to be from within.
From the heart.
It has to, and you have to love it. It's totally a way of life, and we're fortunate in that all 3 of our children have been through camp all of their lives and want to stay involved.
Being born into the camping profession, it started out, I guess when I was 1 year old. It was not at Camp Awosting. My dad had been at Camp Awosting in the 30s and came back in the 40s and found that the camp was for sale. So it was in our lives. My brother and sister both were involved in it, and it was something that we just sort of evolved into. We were all teachers. My mother was a teacher. My father was a teacher. And it was always a good profession to follow into. And of course, all of us, after we put in our years of teaching, we put in full-time directorship here with the camps. It's something that you get a love for, and you don't want to leave it. You love working with children.
As an aunt, I get to see the children grow up, and I've seen many of them grow up to be counselors, and very good counselors, I might add. Well, I've been director for more than 30 years. Actually, I've been at the camp for more than 50 years. I started here as a counselor when the camp was brand new in 1955. My mother was the first director of Chinqueka, and then she turned the reins over to me somewhere in the 70s. And I was director until 2002 when I retired and turned it over to my niece, Kristen Martin. And now I just sit here on the porch and enjoy everything.
I think that a separate camp entity allows the children to be what they are and who they are.
I think they feel more comfortable. They definitely, at least I've heard this from the girls, they feel more relaxed. They said there's too much pressure in a co-ed camp, and they love the single-sex setting, but they still get plenty of co-ed activity with our daily program offerings that they can go and elect programs to be with the boys in all the sports and waterfront, water skiing, sailing trips together, tubing trips. So they do get their socialization throughout the week, and it's a good blend, good mix.
One thing that really impresses me about being in the camping profession and being in so many lives, being involved in so many lives, is the loyalty that the children have for their camp.
We want everybody to come to camp and be a part of the Ebner family. We think it's important that we are one big happy family, and we would like to share our enthusiasm about camp with you. So I will look forward to seeing you here, seeing you swim, seeing you play tennis, seeing you eat your meals, and just having fun.